that creates around 255,000 jobs statewide and accounts for a major portion of North Carolina's income. During tobacco season in eastern North Carolina, if you are here, you will see large pickers in the field and trailers full of tobacco up and down the roads. That is because North Carolina is the nation's top producer of tobacco, with the bulk of the fields and farms being in eastern North Carolina. There are around 1,600 tobacco farms throughout the state, and in 2013, North Carolina produced around 183,000 acres of tobacco, or 154,000 tons of tobacco leaves. Exporting for this cash crop in North Carolina alone was around $766 million last year. Throughout the duration of this video, we will be exploring Morris Farms in Colerain, North Carolina, and explaining the modern farming practices used today versus how it was done in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. We will show you the entire process from start to finish, starting with picking the tobacco and ending with a 750-pound bale of tobacco ready to be shipped to market. Jim Morris, the owner of Morris Farms, is a second-generation farmer who is passing his knowledge of farming on to his two sons, Zach and Nick. As you will see in the video, Morris Farms is a major farming operation, employing around 75 people and producing around 21 tons of tobacco per day. What you have been viewing in the video so far is the process in which the tobacco pickers remove the leaves from the stalk and place it onto a trailer where it is sent to a warehouse to be cured, sorted, and packaged. This is much different than the scene would have been 50 years ago. When Jim's father was farming, you would have seen around 10 workers in the field pulling tobacco by hand. Before you could pull this tobacco by hand, it would have to be seeded and grown in a seed bed, which was then transferred into the field. Also today, farmers use pesticides and herbicides to control bugs, worms, and other plants from harming the tobacco and growing in the fields. Before these chemicals, the workers would actually have to walk out into the field and examine each plant before removing any worms or grass by hand. They would also remove the suckers or flower blooms from the plant, which would allow the nutrients to go directly to the leaves. They would then come back to the plant over the next couple of weeks and remove the lower leaves, also referred to as the lugs. These were often the lower quality leaves. They would then return to the field multiple times and remove the remaining leaves in a process that takes approximately 6 to 7 weeks to complete. Once they removed the leaves from the field, the labor-intensive process wasn't over. Once the leaves returned to the barn, the leaves were wrapped on a stick, often by the women or wives of the farmers. When the farmers returned from picking the tobacco, they would hang these in the barns where heat was applied to cure the tobacco, which would give it its bright yellow color. This process took around 7 days to cure. The furnace in the barn was then shut off and the doors were opened to naturally humidify the leaves and make the leaves pliable once again. This process today is done with computerized barns, as you will see in the video. The final step of this process involves removing the leaves from the barn and sending it to market to be sold. Enjoy the video as Jim Morris of Morris Farms explains the modern day process as he walks you through his day-to-day operation as a tobacco farmer in eastern North Carolina.
today we're here with Mars Farms. This is Jim Mars. He's the owner of Mars Farms. And we're talking about tobacco. This is a bulk barn. This barn was put in today. It's green tobacco. And how many boxes does it hold?
10 boxes.
10 boxes. Is that equal to how many pounds of cured tobacco?
It varies. Lower stalk tobacco is lighter. It'll probably be about 3,000 pounds of cured leaf of lighter. Lower stalk tobacco, but up stalk tobacco, it can be as much as 5,000 pounds.
Okay.
It weighs heavier as you get up the stalk.
Big difference.
Yeah.
How many days does it take to cure this tobacco
It takes
out?
about 10 days to rotate these barns around.
Completely 10 days.
We're yellow on this, and we'll low heat at 90 degrees the first day, and we'll inch up to about 105 degrees about 2.5 days, and then we'll give it fresh air and turn the heat up higher, and it'll set the color of a yellow color. That's what we want. We want the tobacco to yellow up before we put the high heat to it. And then after we get the desired color, we put the high heat to it, and it dries it out of that color. And that's what you want, the desirable color is yellow.
This is cured out tobacco right here.
Very same style tobacco, cured in the green. This is what it looks like when it yellows up. It's right out. As you notice, the cured is completely dry.
Oh yeah.
It's completely dry. We had to add moisture back to it, get it so it's pliable to handle.
In the olden days, they called that getting in order.
That's right.
Y'all still call it getting in order?
Yeah. This is a barn just like it, but we added moisture back to it so we can handle it. See how soft and pliable it is.
Whew. I wish that camera could smell, because it smells really good when it's cured out. It really is. How many bars do you have, Jim?
7.
7? Man, they get all 7 running at the same time, or?
It's our cure control. It does our curing automatically. We use a humidistat and a thermostat simultaneously, so we control our temperature and moisture in the barn. We've seen in the field, this is trailer comes in the field, this is the barn, and that's going to put it out of the trailer to the barn, and Jim will tell you how to do it. Yeah, we use conveyors to do it all, unload it, control it, conveyors, try to load the box evenly so we get an even cure. And every box weighs the very same amount. Right now we're putting 2,200 pounds of green tobacco per box. And then 22,000 pounds of green tobacco per barn. And after it dries out, you take out about 3,000, 5,000 pounds of cured leaf after it dries out.
How many harvests do you have?
We're running 5 right now.
Hey, the old way of pulling it by hand. How many people can take the place 5 harvests by hand?
Probably 40.
40. Wow. That's a big difference.
Cut our pounds. Right now we're putting 1,100 pounds in half of the box. Right. We flip the screen halfway, and then we run another 1,100. We put 2,200 pounds per box.
So all this is a scale down here.
Yeah, scales on it.
Automatic.
Yeah.
Precise size.
The machine cuts it off when it gets to a certain weight.
Okay, so when it gets a certain weight, the conveyor stops.
Stops, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And that's a baffle they're putting in there, an air baffle to keep it packing. Okay. We're in the what do you call it? The packaging area, baling area.
Baling deal.
Used to, in the old timey way, we put in the daytime, starting like 7, 8 o'clock, but early in the morning we take out. But now you're taking out all day long.
Yeah.
You're baling all day
Baling
long.
all day.
That's swell stuff. You box those.
We're going to dry those back out.
Okay. So they're picking the bad out from the good actually right now.
We had some of this that wasn't quite cured out all the way, so we had to throw that out.
Okay.
We're going to dry that back down and eventually bale it back up also.
How long does it take to bale one barn? If you don't have to pick it out. If it's good stuff, up stalk the back.
About an hour.
Wow. It'd take 4 or 5 hours to do one long time ago. Big difference. Yeah. What is this? What is this right here, Jim? This tumble cover.
So we got conveyors. A guy stand around and take all the trash and weeds and grass, anything not desirable out. Runs through a tumbler and it rolls around the tumbler, gets the dirt out. Then it goes up the conveyor, it goes to a bale and we bale it up.
So that helps you grade at the market.
Oh yeah.
Get the dirt out. Yeah. That's pretty neat. What's that fan? Is that fan blowing it out?
The fan helps blow it through the tumbler.
Is it turning now, the fan? It's for a slow turner, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
All these little fines come off of it too.
You had to throw that away?
Yeah. Well, some of these fines we'll bale up and sell it for a discounted price.
Right.
We used to
throw
throw it. No.
The fine.
After you leave the first pull and it's not dirt, it's just mostly fines.
Fine. Okay.
We bale this up also, and we can sell it for 20 or 30 cents.
Now, if it's real dry, you have more fines. If it's dried out,
that's right.
you have more fines.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat.
Used to it was something that you just threw away. Now you can get a few dollars out of it.
Is it a conveyor that brings it out, or you got a shovel?
Well, we got a trough underneath it. We just pull it out every so often.
Right.
We'll probably bale this up the next day or two.
What are y'all looking for?
You're looking for anything that's got any black or anything that's
any green stems,
anything that hasn't been cured out all the way.
Right. I think weeds like
yeah.
to get in and pick those out.
You pick out the grass and you pick out your suckers, which is like that. That's
right. Because your weeds don't say green, basically.
Yeah, they don't cure out. Grass you might find in.
Right. How much does that knock you grade a lot if you got a lot of trash?
Yeah, it depends on how much trash you have. If you got a lot, it'll knock it some, but if you clean it out, there's no problem.
A lot of hand labor involved here.
A lot of hand labor.
Not shear it out.
So you just throw that in the pile and
Yep.
do
Shear
it
it out
again.
later. Yep.
How about this way hit Jim? Is that thing you throw out or
Yeah, we throw that out.
put it out?
Yeah.
It's like paper thin, that brother. That's on the down stone. Is this system new for this year? Baler system?
We've had it 2 years.
2 years? It looks brand new. Look like you had any use? About how many pounds in a bale?
We shoot for 750, 750 pounds.
750. How late do they work? Packaging up in here because you got lights.
Yeah.
You got everything you need. How late do you work?
Sometimes we had to. We'll work till 9 o'clock, so it's like.
That's right. What time do you get started?
6.
6. Long day.
Yeah.
Get a lot done. Get a lot done. How many bales do they bale in a day's time normally? I mean,
Lump stock tobacco. We normally get
Yeah, I think we might work a Sunday or two.
and it varies. It can be. Usually we can do about a trailer load a day, and that's like 56 bales.
56 bales.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
Dude, that's 22 tons.
Carry everything off and trailer load.
What's the price average per pound of tobacco on a average year?
Last year we averaged $2.10. $2.10.
Right.
Across the board average.
Right.
Some was less, some was more.
And year in and year out is about the same, or
Yeah, this year it's a little less. They tightened up on us this year.
is it quality wise, or way too tighten?
Yeah, probably quality wise, but
Quality.
yeah.
So
Last year
down salt tobacco.
Last year tobacco was kind of short, and they overgraded it.
Right.
They were real lenient on the grades, and this year they tightened up on the grades. You got to have them exactly.
Because more tobacco planting.
Yeah, pretty much.
Have you got all yours contracted out?
Yeah.
Because some people don't have a contract.
We got
Right?
all those contracts.
What are people going to do if they don't have a contract? They don't want it.
I don't know. It's going to be hard to move it this year. Well, we do one bale at a time, but it's a double chamber baler. You're stroking one baler while it's feeding the other baler.
How much pressure is that thing pushing down on, Jim? A lot, isn't it?